Hey guys, it's Aaron's Alpha. Today we're going to strip this engine. Boom! In case you're new here, this is the world's cheapest Giulietta, and this is an engine we pulled from it a couple of months back when my bag Giulietta died. Now, I'm not a mechanic, I have no experience stripping an engine or building an engine or anything like that, but we like to get things done. So this is going to be a very, very good learning experience for me. Should be decent enough learning experience for some of you guys, and for the guys that know what they're doing, enjoy laughing at me. Right, so I've given everything a nice preemptive spray of WD, which I'm sure someone that knows better than me will say I shouldn't use any WD when stripping down an engine, but I've done it anyway because this is quite an old car at this point, so I imagine we're going to need it. Now, I'm going to start off at the front here and just, well, honestly, start removing whatever I can. Oh shit! Start removing whatever I can see. That's a coolant hose. Nice. Off to a good start. Already making a mess. Have I got any rags? Right. Let's try and see if I can get a tub under that. Not the greatest of starts. And I don't even have any rags I can use. Got a bit of blue roll, but I'm sure we're going to leak some more fluids, so I might just leave it for the time being. Oh, alright, let's get rid of you. So hopefully that is most of, if not all, of the remaining coolant. Got a washer in there, let's nab that. Now, for the rest of the mess, that's all I've got. Which isn't ideal, but we'll move. I think that's a 10mm there. Yep, let's crack that off. Is that another coolant hose? I have no idea. I want to say that's an oil line, just from literally guessing with other lines I've seen that looked similar. Is there anything else holding it on? No? It just seems to have friction welded itself. Lovely. Let's get this last bit of heat shield off. Everyone but the right one. There we go. Awful at guessing sizes of anything. I need to make sure that anytime I put a decent bit of pressure down, I hold the engine so I don't tip it over. So obviously this is the oil filter housing. I do know that. I am quite curious as to why coolant poured out of whatever's below it. I do wonder what that is. I'm going to be doing a lot of guessing in this video. I think that's even smaller again. Yeah, that's one for the Mini. Gonna end up with a very wet bottom at this rate, I think. Let's try you. Bang on. Bang on. Should be able to use the gun. It's like a game of, do we think it's going to piss out some fluid? I feel like whatever this is might... Oh, there's some at the bottom. Any more? Any more for any more? Yeah, the big one there, I think. Don't know if that's just for the dust cover that I've already ripped off. Yeah, I think so. That's it for that one, I think. So I'm just gonna smack a driver down the side of it. Oh, that's oil. That's oil. I thought it would be. Drain all that stuff. And what is that, I wonder? Oil cooler, maybe? That's my only guess. Oh, it's going to be a messy one, guys. It's going to be a really messy one. Shall we try and get the actual entire oil filter housing off? I think we'll do that. Try and do that next. Doesn't look like that's going to move. See ya. Got to take that side one out as well. Right, so that's that little 10 milli there. Holding them together. Take that off. Is it an oil line or is it a coolant line? Maybe it's coolant. Oh, well, that looks like it's got a nice lovely mix of oil and coolant. It's always good to see. Right, let's get a spanner and let's take this off before I go and take an angle grinder to it. I don't even think I've got a spanner big enough. I don't think I have an adjustable here. You know, I've got to say it, when in doubt, get the angle grinder out. Let's move that out of the way. Right. Much better. One more. Had a feeling that wouldn't go. Wow, that's tight. Some WD on it. I feel like having an engine stand would make this a hell of a lot easier. I'm mainly just worried about tipping the thing over. There we go. Yeah, I think that is that holding it on actually. I thought it might have just been a drain plug. Then again, it was a bit tight for that. Are we going to get more oil? Yep, lots more oil. That's going the wrong way. Why is it doing that? There you go. Oh, this is so messy. Why have I done this? Why didn't I drag it out onto the grass or something? Actually, no, that would have been a bad idea. Oh, all over my pants. Right, that's another part down. I'd like to get all this hosing off, but I'm not awfully sure how it comes off. Is that a bolt there? Oh, that is. Right. I think we should move up top to the camshaft, and that's our next move. I'm fairly confident. Anything that's like kind of strapped to the side of the engine, I want to be kind of careful with. But these bits that are actually in, that I can kind of just go wild with, but these bits that are actually in the engine, I need to be careful with. I'm gonna go around, break all the, I want to say these are called cam covers, maybe. I know the purpose is to hold the camshaft in. I'm hoping we don't need any special tools to sort of deal with the big cog at the end over there. They're all broken off. See, there is a big bolt, but I think once I take these cam covers off, it should all lift out, including the cog, I think. Again, I'm not a professional. Where's that 10mm? There. Probably shouldn't do this with an impactor at all. But when have we ever done that? Right, so all the bolts are out there. Now I don't know if I need to do anything. These sides are sort of stuck down or what. So yeah, they're quite solid. Hopefully that'll... Oh wait, I wonder if this... I think this whole thing comes out actually. Not with the gun, it don't. Extension bar. Where's your extension bar gone? Oh, I've got another little one. Let's try and use this. Tight. Tight, tight, tight. That one's easier. Right. Let's get that off. And now, I think, yeah, so that's what we was missing. So there is our camshaft. Our beautiful camshaft. That's really cool. I might make an art piece out of this. Yeah, that's super cool. I'm well happy with that. Let's give it a blaster brake cleaner. Look at that. Ah, ah, right on my leg. Well, you know what they say. If you're brave enough, anything's there. Right, so there are valves. Oh, rockers, maybe? Something. No, I don't think it's related to the multi-air unit, but these are just pulling out. The multi-air unit sat on this top side here, which would be the intake cam. Huh, I always thought it was the exhaust cam, but yeah, no, that'd definitely be the intake, because there's the intake, and the exhaust manifold here I've already removed. What are these? How do these are springs, aren't they? Yeah, so they, I'm pretty sure, push down and open your valves. That'll be your, oh, what's that? Oh, a loose nut. I wonder if that did some damage, or whether that's something I've knocked off and not noticed, I don't know. I say next, we come around to back and take this plastic intake manifold off and whatever auxiliaries are over here, the alternator and the other stuff. Let's give that a go. Right, nice, I can actually get that down here. So, I think we're gonna start with all these lines. Let's actually grab the catching bucket. I think these are all just 10mm, I think. Let's blast all them off. You. We got any more? No, just them two? Where do you go? Oh, you're already off. The engine's sat on you. Yeah, it is. Right, so that's that one. Oh, I've got one of them clips. Open you up. Okay, you're an aircon line. I found that out. That the green liquid we saw come out in one of the other videos is something aircon related. Apparently it's not good for you to breathe in anything sort of near that, but oh well. So are you the same, I wonder? Are you an aircon pump? Are you an aircon related thing? Yes, you are too, because there was 2 lines. That I feel like is something I should keep. That's actually in good condition, and I think that's probably something somebody's going to want in the future. let's sort of do the electric shower. Let's start unclipping as many of these plugs as electrical plugs as we can. That's probably, I want to say that's a vac line if it goes into the intake manifold and it's not fuel related. You're probably a vac line. That's one thing I've never really understood. I've never understood like anything vacuum related really on engines. I do not get it. There's another clip down there. Pop you off. That's you. You just go into there. That's a little, you know what, we'll just leave that one for the time being. Let's see what else we can get rid of. Fuel lines, nice and easy. There's some electrical clips down here I've seen. Pull you out. So pull that entire clip out, I think. Maybe not. We'll leave the clip. That's wiring harness goes into there. You're just actually electrical connectors. Ooh, that's funky. You're not 10 mils. I think that one's probably an 8. Oh no, that's bigger. That's 13. That's the live from the alternator. Now, if you saw the Spring Alpha Day video, my new car, the 156, is having an alternator issue now, so at least I'm getting a bit of experience on my way around them, but I don't imagine it's going to help me fix it. Right, that's you. So, there's the electrics off the alternator. This is just a plastic cover, I think. Is there anything holding that on? I don't think so. Nope. You're coming off, or are you not? I think you are. There you go. This is plastic cover, shows us the back of the alternator. No idea about anything there. Electrical connector deep in there. Electrical connectors like this are the worst. Oh, there we go. That's normally where you end up shooting off and destroying your arm. You're connected in there into something, aren't you? That's a starter motor, I think. That's where I just angle grinded the cables off because we couldn't be bothered. Right, I think now we've got quite a, no, I think this stuff needs to come off next actually for us to get into there. Yeah, I think it does. Right, let's bring you around the other side and let's have a look at the auxiliary belt, shall we? So, we've got quite a bit going on here at this back side. Obviously, alternators here. That's something. Is it the, can't be the crank, can it? Okay, yeah, so I think that, no, the cam belt's inside, so I'm thinking, I actually have no idea. Something spins that, it's got to be the crank. That's going to be a tensioner, I'm assuming, but I thought tensioners moved. Up here is, that's your aircon pump, I'm guessing. Pag oil, doesn't say anything really. But I've seen that's your aircon pump, that's your alternator. Obviously that charges your battery. Yeah, that's all I can really work out from here. So I'm gonna take this off up top with a 10mm. No idea what that did, probably held somewhere. Now I think, obviously because I'm removing everything here, I imagine I can sort of unbolt this and that would release tension on the belt, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it properly. So, we want a small, let's see, what's this thing in the middle? A guide maybe? No, it's not actually touching the belt in any way. I'm not sure what that is. It's not a 10, surely. 13. Yeah. See, I was under the impression you had a tensioner that when you push down on something, it'd sort of move it. And then obviously, when you tightened it back up, it pushed it into place. But by the looks of things, I was wrong with my assumption, which is usually the case, before someone beats me to it in the comments. What did we achieve from that? Oh, I thought that was going to happen. So maybe that was a tensioner. Yeah, that's got to be a tensioner. I didn't know that's how it worked. So that is literally just a ball bearing on the inside. And then a little cover plate on the top and it bolts down. There's our auxiliary belt off. That looks in better condition than my timing belt. Especially this timing belt, Jesus. That's well and truly gone. So what now? Do we just sort of start unbolting stuff? I think we do. You're not 13s, are you? Oh, but you're not going with that. Let's go for the aircon pump first. Let's start with just them three, see if there's more. Wow, some long bolts. Oh, and just like that, aircon pump's out. That was easier than I expected. That is actually all we needed to remove if we wanted to do. Oh, I'm assuming that's how you gas it there. Show you the back of that. Assuming that's what happens when you get an aircon gas. You'd probably take that off and push stuff in there. Don't know. But yeah. Oh wait, I wonder if this was a tensioner thing. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it looks like something that had released tension, if you ask me. We could do the intake manifold now, but I think while we're here, we should stick on this side. Nope. And off comes the alternator. I wonder if I could use this on mine, save me a bit of cash. No, that looks quite worn if you ask me. Coils aren't very shiny that are in it, that's for sure. Right, we're getting somewhere. Oh, I might have figured it out. I didn't see this. I didn't see that these were connected. I reckon if I pop you on there and give you a twist. Oh, maybe not. I thought as I pushed down on that it would have spun. Oh, no. I thought it would have spun the tensioner we just took off, therefore releasing the tension. Oh, never mind, it doesn't need to come forward. I'll show you guys why I thought that in a minute. Right, so this little metal shim, I don't know what that is, but that made me think that it was going through into the engine. But I was wrong, so that came off quite easy. What the hell this is called, I don't know. Maybe an auxiliary mount would be my guess. Well, obviously your auxiliaries mount to it. Right, let's move. Another one bites the dust. I'd love to know, why do they have to use different, like, not even just different style connectors, but many, many different style connectors? Why not just use the same one? 13. I don't think there's any way these are gonna budge. Nope. Because they are where our engine mounts went onto. I'm guessing these are still called engine mounts, but obviously these are on the engine side of engine mounts and not on the mounting side of engine mounts. If that makes sense to you. Right, break them off. Oh, you're a tight one. There we go, there's one engine mount off, and that reveals not a lot. But I did just want to get the cam cover off, if I can. That it, one bolt, timing cover off, cam cover, whatever you want to call it. There's a timing belt that we didn't leave on. And we've got a load of these to blast off, including some in some funny areas. So I'm just gonna have to bend stuff, I think. That's quite cool. We'll come through the back even. Right, that's them all loose. Oi! Goodies, goodies, goodies! That is bringing most of the wiring loom with it. All of the wiring loom? No, there's still something down there. Connected? No, I don't actually think it's connected. It's just stuck. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is goodness. I wonder why they went for a plastic intake. Because that's always quite a big debate, is plastic intake versus metal intake. I know it's cheaper, but I have seen with higher boost, not on these engines luckily. It was on another YouTube channel, who was it? But I don't know, they ran a load of boost for a car that's not boosted. And this is what failed, is a plastic intake manifold literally exploded. Oh, that's cool, I can see the what are they called now? What are they called? The things that go down. Rods? No. Absolute mind fart right now. Pistons, injectors, stem seals, ports? No, intake and exhaust port. What are they called? The things that go down. I don't know. That's really going to annoy me. But let's get this. Actually, if I flip it over, yeah, let's get this wiring loom out while we're here. Right, wiring harness off. Nice. We're cracking along here, guys. We're getting stuff done. So yeah, that's somewhat. This is somewhat vacuum. Oh wait, no. So that goes into the intake port there. Travels along, splits here. Now one line goes to what was a fuel rail, or I thought was a fuel rail, and then the other goes into that. What? So that is that was definitely a fuel rail. That yellow one, absolutely a fuel rail. How the hell does that work? I have no idea. Just leave it. If we don't know, we don't know. Right, what's next? I'm guessing this, which is, I think, the starter motor. Let's take some of these electrics off. That's a sensor of some kind, that, isn't it? I think. The electrics went into it. A knock sensor, maybe? My guess? Let's say on it. Bosch. Germany. Germany? Germany? It's Italian! What kind of blasphemy is this? And just a part number. Yeah, it doesn't actually say what it is. And the date. That's not been replace since that came on the factory, because that is 10th of the 11th, 09. And this is a 2010 car, so that came on the car, has never been replaced. Not necessarily a bad thing, probably didn't need to be replaced. Right, that's that cable off. It could be. It could be holding it on. It's not loose. No, I don't think that's holding it on, is it? Right, so as far as I can see... Oh no, oh no. Got a cheeky one around the other side. Oh, I hate these clamps. I'm not dealing with them. Not doing it. The old angle grinder's dealing with them instead. And suddenly, them clamps don't hold it for very long. Crazy. Oh, not quite through that one. Now we are, when it blows up in your eyes. Oh, still don't bloody come off any easier. There's a question for the smart ones. Why is the coolant turned to this like green powder? Overheated? That wiring loom's off now. Lovely. Oh yes, that's what we like to see. We're getting nice and exposed in here now. Although, the gear selector is in the way, so we'll just shift that. Oh, should we tear down the gearbox as well? That could be quite fun. I actually don't know if it would be. I feel like that'd be really messy and me talking a whole load of crap. Not much different to this, to the engine teardown then really, is it? Yep, that baby's coming. I don't think I can get the impact in there. That's got to be coming soon. And this will tell me whether I was right. Because I should know what a starter motor looks like. If you've seen the MR2 videos, we had quite a lot of trouble with them. Yes! Starter motor. That does that spline there kicks out. See if I can pull it. Come on. It nearly. You can see it moves, kicks out and spins. And that spins flywheel, looking in there. Guessing that's your flywheel. And then that runs your engine over. Cool stuff. Very cool stuff. That's your dipstick, is it? I think that's my dipstick, that's cool. Right, another major part down. We're coming along really good here, guys. I think I'm gonna go for this like extended drive shaft thing. And then we might look at maybe trying to remove the head. Next, at some point I need to remove the gearbox, but I'm kind of scared because that's going to be really messy. So I might leave that to last, see whether I can lift the engine up onto something, put a bucket below it and then crack the gearbox off. That's my plan, I think. We've got some more 13s. Oh, I knew it was coming eventually. I rushed and didn't think. Just proper bolt went, squished my finger between that big old bracket. Lovely stuff. How how this comes out of the gearbox, I have no idea. I'm gonna, if you watch when we pulled the engine out, Sam just kind of used the pry bar. I don't think I actually have with me at the minute. Oh no, he used some of my trim tools. I do have them. He just sort of went like that, and the thing popped out. Doesn't look like that's the case here though. But it should help me get that bolt out. Nope. Oh, bloody hell. We have a rotary engine. Sick. Now how do we get this out? Is there any way I can grab it? No. Oh, it's coming now. Oil cup at the ready. I don't know what made a difference there, but somehow taking that out. Oh, maybe it like clamped it? Don't know. But that bit of the drive shaft is out. And then I should be able to slide that down maybe? Does that slide down? No, I think that stays there. Right, well that's cool. It's like I can make a torch out of that, or hammer or something. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Right, I think before we go into stripping the head off and the gearbox, I think it's time for a tidy up. So I'll see you guys in half an hour, who knows. But to you, half a second. Right, let's get onto this head tear down. There's these torque bits at the top, which I'm going to assume is our next move, is to take these off. One down from you. Maybe another one. Okay, you. I almost feel like this isn't actually the right one, the right bit. But hey ho. Yep, it's that. That's grabbed. Right. It's coming. Yeah, that's much better. So cylinder 4 on this one is flooded with oil. That's interesting. Mine went on cylinder 1. Now, how else might this thing bolt on before I go trying to rag on it to try and get it off? I've got some little bolts on the side here. Boom. Ooh! Oh, I thought that might show us something quite cool, but it doesn't. Right, that's... Oh, don't know what that is. Got a spring in there. That's obviously something, maybe a one-way valve or something for the coolant. Not too sure. Got a little bracket up there. Get you off. It's for the dipstick. Right, now I think, there's an electrical connector there, but that's not holding anything on, definitely not. Right, so I think, from looking at it, this top section, about 1.5 to 2 inches deep, separates from the actual cylinder head. So I don't know if this is not called your cylinder head, but I don't think they're going to come together. I think this is going to come off first. That's going to let us get the springs out once this comes off and see what we get from there. I'm just going to start smacking it. Yep, that broke off easy enough. Ooh, goodies. Goodies, goodies, goodies. So, that'll be our head gasket, I think. Yeah, it's got to be. So this will be, I don't know, cam holder or something maybe. Right, I'm going to give that a blast with brake cleaner outside. Take the head gasket off. Now, I know I shouldn't, but if it is the head gasket that's gone on my Giulietta, there's our replacement. No, I'm only joking. We'll do it properly and we'll put a proper one in. A fresh one. Let's just go again with these and start breaking them off. Oh, there's some big boy screws. Go all the way through. All them out. Right. Now, I was going to say the springs just like pry out. Not sure. Maybe we'll figure that out once we take the head off. So you're not connected to it. That's just a bolt. Nothing through there. Right, head should be sound, ready to come off. That's all part of the head. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, here we go. Oh, we've got some liquids. Oh, we've got our cylinders. Yeah, that's sick. Right, where's the drainage pot? There you are. Strain you out a bit. Brake cleaner. Just to show you guys, on the back of here, got our valves. That's what I was forgetting yesterday. Yeah, and obviously your spark plugs stick out of them holes there, and your valves lift. I'd like to show you the valves lifting, but I'll be honest, I don't know how without taking these springs out. Might do that later in the video or something. Speak to some of my mates that'll know more than me and see if I can get these springs out for you. But there we have it, our pistons. And we've got oil in cylinder 4 and a little bit in cylinder 2. Also a nice metal shaving in there. But that half of these things, it could be from as I'm removing it, you never know. Don't. Oh, so this is two gaskets, I think. 3 gaskets. So wait, no, this our head gasket then. I don't know. But 3 all pretty well stuck together. And there's our pistons. Beautiful. Now, I'm gonna try and crank them. I know I shouldn't, with there being no oil or whatever. Do you reckon I can use WD-40 as a lubricant for them? Or is that going to dry out the rubber rings on the pistons? They're not getting used again. It doesn't matter. Let's try and crank it. Let's have a look, shall we? So 2 and 4, 1 and 4, sorry, and 2 and 3 fire at the same time. So that there should be top dead centre. A little bit back, no, a little bit forward. It's hard to try and get it banged on. There, top dead centre. And getting a lot of shit out of piston 2. But that is probably from me turning it over. Right, that's cool. I think now our next thing to do is to flip it over and take the oil pan off, I think. I don't know what else I could try and take off. And some more little auxiliary bits on the side, I think. And then it's either crack the gearbox off or flip it over and do more block work. We'll try and take off these auxiliaries on the side and then see what happens. Right, sorry guys, I had a dirt moment where I hadn't hit record. We got the water pump out and this big coolant assembly, just the stuff that was here really. A couple sensors and whatnot. But now we've decided best option to go from here is to get this gearbox off. So let's do that. It's going to be all these big ones that go through into the block. And then we'll pull the gearbox off, carry on with the engine strip down, and then after that we'll come back and tear down the gearbox, I guess. Not disassemble it, but maybe get all the mounting points and hardware off it. Sounds like my plan. You're a big boy. 17. No, bigger. So 19 will be too big. I'm just going to try an 18 on one of them. Yep, 18. I thought wouldn't be that simple. Right. I'm going to go for the good old foot job. To break these off, because they're a little bit tight. Boom. Get you. Right. Now, as far as I can tell, it's flippy overtime. But I feel like some bits are going to set on the floor that we don't want to set on the floor, like it's going to hit on here. Oh well. Not my problem. Not my problem at all. I mean, yeah, what else can I do? I think we just rotate it. Let's get rid of that bolt. It's like we're going to piss a load of coolant. So it's on its side there. Oh. We've got oil. We've got a lot of oil. I can't, there's nothing I can do about that. Right. Let's pull it back and go for the rest of the rotation. I don't think the gear selector's going to like me for. But oh well. Yeah, there's no way that's going to be able to hold it. Right, we'll just leave it here and see if... I've got more oil leaks. See if from this angle we can get the rest of the stuff off that we need. Finish getting this nut off. It's in a bit of a crap spot really. Let's try an extension bar. See if that'll make life easier. Oh yeah, that's better. Alright, so we've got our oil pan here. And 2 big bolts on the bottom. But they're not as big, actually. We'll do this straight with some, so that hopefully I can hold the end. Yeah, get off. You mean the line right now? Right, I'm going to now, you know, leaving the left over ones. I think I like solving for it. That's like a cool around it. Jimmy makes it. I think that is well, hold on, just hold on the other side. We'll see how and no one else now. So it's either time to split it or we've got another one on the other side, which is what we're going to check now. Oh, no, that's definitely split, I think. I think if we do a bit of heaving and hawing, I can't tell, maybe it is still connected on the other side. Oh, there she is, there's the money shot. Yeah, it was that just being a nightmare. That's tiring. Right. I'm gonna move this gearbox out a bit, tidy up. Then we'll start stripping the rest of the engine. I'm going all the way. Pistons out, everything. That's my plan. Whew. Right. Right. We're on to the clutch and flywheel and pressure plate. That whole assembly. Now, what are they? They are some deep torque bits. First time. Now, there's a lot of play here, which I'll just try and show you guys. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it should have that much play. I've no idea what would cause it, whether it's flywheel gone or... Ooh, okay. This might be harder than I thought. Should have... That's not great. Although, this might mean that we can break off the other side, some of the bolts on the other side maybe? If I put you on there. Oh, we can break this clutch off anyway. I would think that means it can come off. Yeah, nothing else. There is dowels here that hold it on. Now, I had on mine an issue where the clutch had gone. I'd kept driving the car and overheated all this area, and we're assuming that caused the flywheel, this bit, to misshape and bend outwards. So we had to pry the actual clutch plate and pressure plate off, and these dowels had bent and they would no longer fit even the clutch we'd just pried off on. So I'm wondering if that sort of happened here. There we go. Oh yeah, that clutch is gone. There's a lot of heat spots there on the pressure plate. That's a lot of play. Oh, it might be because I've took the, that might be why there's so much play. See, now I still think that's a lot of play. Yep, clutch is completely gone. So, previous owner couldn't drive. Now I can't say anything. I've burnt 2 clutches on it, on mine. But yeah, that clutch is well knackered. Pressure plate's knackered as well. Right, now we're on to some big dogs to get this flywheel apart. Off. I can't see anything else holding the flywheel on. Flywheel is off. Our little gearbox protector plate has come up. And there's our flywheel. How much play's this one got in it? Mine had quite a bit more play than this one. So that clutch is probably only, well, not only just gone, but it's definitely not been out as long as mine has. Let's take the rest of these covers off. That's a mess. I don't think that nut is actually a nut. No, there's nothing bolting through it there. Ugh, something just shot right on there. I don't know what that is. Anyone know what that is? Maybe something to help align stuff? Not a clue. But with that, I think we've taken everything off that we can. It's time to flip her over and get the oil pan off. Oh, that's going to be so much easier to work on. Oh yeah, yes please. Move everything over to this side. Let's bring the chair in. Oh yes, that's better. think they're, yeah, they're 10s. Oh, the gun will get them. Just about. Cheeky. Right, now when we remove this engine, you'll see here a nice old crack in this oil sump. Just shame, which means it's completely worthless to us, can't sell it, can't do anything. But that's what happens when you don't know what you're doing and you try and remove an engine. End up dropping it off the jack, which wasn't ideal. I think if we go there. I think we might end up having some trouble here trying to split this, because I'm fairly confident oil pans are like siliconed on, and I've heard it can be a nightmare to try and get them off. Away. Wasn't that bad. And ready for the money shot. We've got a bolt stuck on there. There we go. Oh. I mean, doesn't look that bad, to be honest. There's no sludge, no mixing of coolant, no milkshake. That's quite good, to be fair. Pop that over our pile of parts, and I hope I didn't just drop a bolt into a piston. That would have been stupid. Now, this is going to be oil filter or oil pickup. Oil pickup, I think. Pop that off. That looks very fresh. I mean, I suppose it'd never get touched as long as nothing goes wrong, but it looks nice and shiny. Now what do I want to remove here first? Because this is where I do start to really not have a clue. Now do I undo the pistons or what? I think I want to separate. I think this should still, I think this will come up. Okay, yeah, I think I see what I'm doing. I think I've got it. 13s then. 10 minutes more, budget. The bolts holding things like, oh, there we go. Right, so now I think we should be able to get the head off. Head? This isn't the head. Other side of engine. There we are. Lift. A couple tippy tappies on this side. And lift. Pop, and straight off it comes. Oh. Now we're into the really juicy stuff. So, I want to say, we're now down at our crankshaft. These are the counterweights for the pistons. Oh, it even looks like we might be able to get this end piece off from this side with Phillips screws. Phillips? That's not what I expected. Ooh. Again, I think I'm a bit deep here. I'm not really sure how stuff comes out. You're a big Allen key. Should we see what that Allen key does? It's you. Yeah. I did not expect that to work. Nope. Gonna take a bit more than just an Allen key. There she comes. There she blows. Ah. Come on. There we go. Boom, she's off. What are you? Some sort of drain plug? Looks like there's a hose inside of it. Right, so, guess we'll get a Phillips and try and take these off, I suppose. I think it's just this bolt. I think it's going to have to come off. I can't see much of anything else that's going to move us along, if you will. Though I did just spot a little 10mm that I can get rid of. Hidden away in there. That's... Now, is that going to let us remove that? No. Definitely need to do this bolt, which is a 15, 10, where's the 15 gone? There, 15. Nope, that's 13. That's 15. Where's 15? Oh, I'll put it back. Fool. So I know this bolt has to go. But there's not. I think I'm going to have to use the hammer again, unfortunately. It was that one I did it on last time, so let's do it on the same one. Oh no, that just popped it out the way. Give it another try. Did that go or did it just come off? No, it just came off. Right. Oh God. I shouldn't have took the bolts out of that. It's messing me up now. I wonder if I'd be better with a pulling motion. No. No. But equally, I don't think I actually need to take that off, because if I am correct, looks like to me that it might lift out. Let's undo the pistons and then we'll go from there. Oh, this one down. I think that's one later. So with that, get some notes. We'll try it. We'll just treat it. And Phillips. Yeah, I think that's figure it out. Do we turn it over and smack this big circle thing from the other side? Oh, no, we don't need to. Oh, there we go. Crankshaft out. And we've got all our pistons. No scoring on any of the bushes here. This all looks very, very nice. Pull that gasket off. Right. There's the other two. One of these I thought had spun. Oh no, it's in the piston it's spun, I think. Whether that had already done that. No, I think it must have been done on my tear out, because it's only spun on the piston side. The other side, the block side, not the block side, the side that they sit in, were fine. Decent, whatever that is that just shot by. We've got all our bushings and bearings, put them in there. We're going to need a bigger box, guys. Turns out you can't fit your entire engine in these little boxes. Right, them out. Right, that's all our bearings out. How hard's it going to be to get our pistons out? We've got some crap in there. What's that? That's a piston ring, I'm pretty sure. There's the hammer. Tap it back down. There we go. Try and get that out. I think that's part of a piston ring, is my guess. Also, we did end up dropping we dropped 3 bolts down. Not ideal. Right, so if we... See, they're all just going to sit on there, which isn't what we want. You know what, I'm just going to really give it a yank and see if... No, pistons go in the other way, I'm sure they do. These are our connecting rods. Now, they definitely go in through the top, I'm sure. Yeah, you see people, they hit them in from the top. There's no way they're going to come up through the back here. Set them back down. Where's my block of wood? There. Well, I've just destroyed whatever bearings were on that piston. Probably this one too by the looks of it, because it didn't move. Yeah, something broke. You can go down a bit further. I think what we're going to have to do is go get some bricks and lift the engine up and then tap them down out. M2 on the flyby. Right, let's go get some bricks. Right, we've got the engine on some bricks. The middle two pistons are free, so all I think we can do now is try and knock them out. Boom! Okay, that weren't that bad. I thought it was going to be difficult. Boom! Get it! Let's lift it. Oh, still quite heavy, Jesus. So yeah, we've destroyed some of the rings around here. Some big gaps between them. Easy enough to snap them. We'll look at what we can do. I thought these came apart. You know, like down the, I thought they split down the middle. Well, it doesn't look like these ones do. A little bit of scoring on the cylinder walls here, on the heads of the pistons, but that might be from my shenanigans. Yeah, this one looks a lot cleaner. Put them to the side. Get cylinder one out. Boom! We're done. As far as I'm aware, that is a full strip down on the world's cheapest Giulietta. Everything's apart. All I've got left to do is to disassemble some bits of the gearbox, which, I'll be honest, I think we'll leave it there. So, if you guys have enjoyed, want to see us put this engine back together, I'm joking, we're not doing that. This engine is never being salvaged. But if you do want to see us continuing with the wide body project, make sure to stick around. Drop us a subscribe, a like, a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.